Glad to be back doing this stuff because, like, everyone can't not talk about the election because it happened and it's a big deal. And to be honest, I wasn't really rooting for Obama or McCain. I just was happy that we're done with Bush. I mean, that just seems to make the most sense to me, the most exciting thing about this whole process. Because, you know, the one sad thing is, you know, come time for the new president, Barack Obama, we're going to have that great reality show. It's going to be canceled, you know, the one there that follows Bush around and makes fun of him, and they do the whole thing. And, you know, the show, it's, I'm forgetting the name of it. What's the name of that show that follows him around? The News. That's what it is, The News, that's right. Because, see, that's the reality that we've been living in for the past 8 years, and it's been horrible. I mean, seriously, the reality is we just have to watch this guy and hope to be entertained, because we're certainly not going to learn anything. Nothing ever is going to happen. And, you know, television isn't getting much better, because I really want to get into that show, The Dating Game. The one where, like, the guys, like, there's 3 of them, and then the girl has to ask, like, the 3 guys questions. That's such bullshit. And I'll tell you why it's bullshit. Because that's how society works. Like, society is that guys have to go out and hunt for girls. Girls can just sit around and wait, and eventually someone will just come over and like, hey, let's go do something. Like, okay. And, see, the problem is if they flip it, it'll be so much more interesting. It'll be great. It'll be good television, something to watch. But it'll be predictable, because I can tell you exactly the questions. You know, you got 1 guy, 3 girls. So, girl number 1, do you put out? Maybe. Girl number 2, when will you put out? Depends. Alright, fine. I'm not going to get anywhere with this one. Girl number 3, have you ever woken yourself up with your own fart? And if so, was it because of the sound, the smell, or the moisture? What? And that's about the right answer to that question, because it really isn't a good one, but it's a great question. A great question. You don't really have to have experienced it, but it's a really, really good one. Just remember that one. And see, because television's great, because once you get to that level of, like, fame and notoriety, none of the shit you say matters anymore. You're just going to succeed. I'll give you a perfect example. Watch this. I'm going to tell you a great joke, and this is going to work. Ready? This is a joke. Laugh at my joke right now. Seriously, laugh. Works for Bill O'Reilly. Seriously, I mean, like, I can't get away with that shit, but he fucking can. He shouts like a madman, and he's the most watched motherfucker in this country. And that's fucking absurd, but, you know, that's what TV does for you. Anyway, I had, like, a crazy weekend, because I stayed over at a friend, Rich, good friend of mine, and I really like the guy, but I hate staying over people's houses. Have you ever noticed that everyone, no matter who you are not an exception to this rule, everyone thinks that their shower head is complicated. And it always must be explained to the fullest extent before someone is allowed to use a shower. It happens every time I stay over someone's house. I go over, I say, hey, look, I got my stuff, where am I sleeping? He goes, before anything, I gotta show you how the shower works. You know, there's 2 knobs or there's 1. There's cold water and there's hot. Sometimes you can get a little massaging going. I can fucking figure it out, Rich. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm a qualitative person. I can figure this all out. I'm well equipped to handle this world, including shower heads. And he goes, fine, take it easy, man. Okay. So sure enough, I got a shower that night and turn on the water. 5 seconds later, I am covered in urine. Why would that happen? Right? So I open up the curtain, very calmly wrap a towel around myself. I go out and say, I'm Rich. Why am I covered in urine? He goes, do you want me to explain it to you? Not really, but yes. Please explain it to me. He goes, well, did you take a piss before you got into the shower? Yeah. Did you flush the toilet? Yeah. There's your piss. Like, oh, really, Rich? Really? That's just so shitty. So shitty. Not as shitty as Icy Hot. Great transition, I know, right? So, Icy Hot. What is that? Can you really put something on your skin that just goes from cold to hot? It sounds like nuclear juice. I mean, seriously, it doesn't even feel like that. When you put Icy Hot on, it's just pure pain. That's all it is. If they want to name the product, like, after what it feels like when you apply it, they should just call it, fuck. That'd be a great name for that product. It would sell like hotcakes. Like, really, it would. And can't you see, like, Shaq advertising that instead of, like, Icy Hot? After a big game, I rub on some fuck all over my muscles. It makes me feel real good. Don't put it on your balls. I would buy it then, but I'm not going to buy it now. And have you guys ever heard of a guy named Famir Benner? No. He is a hero. This man died in Spain during the running of the bulls. He was 63 years old. Which calls the question, why in the world would a 63-year-old man participate in the running of the bulls? Which again calls the question, why the fuck does anybody participate in the running of the bulls? How does something like that even start? It doesn't make any goddamn sense. I mean, think about it. You're just like sitting in your house, right? And your friend comes running in. Holy shit, the bulls are here! What do you mean? The bulls, they're like loose. Really? Yes, we gotta hide. I got a better idea. Let's like go out there. What do you mean go out? Let's go out there. You wanna like with guns or whatever? No. Let's just run away from the bulls. Why? Because. And that's pretty much how the whole thing started. I mean, check Wikipedia. I'm not making this shit up. There is no origin. There's just no origin. I mean, people must have been really, really, really fucking bored. Because that's really the only excuse I can find for doing such a dumb thing. Anyway, time is running out, but I want to let you all know about a sad, sad story I had with McDonald's. Ronald McDonald, the clown, does not represent a very happy place, but they'll mislead you because they sell Happy Meals. And when I was in line one day, I was like, you know, I'm not that hungry. I'm just a little hungry. And the perfect amount of food for me right now would be a Happy Meal. You know, you can't lose any dignity when you're already standing in a line in McDonald's, like it's all out the window out there, so just get whatever the fuck you please. So I go up to the counter and I say to the woman, I'd like a Happy Meal. She looks over to you, do you have a child with you? And I'm like, no, I would like a Happy Meal. And don't forget my toy, just give me the Happy Meal, it'd be great. Well, sir, we can't serve you a Happy Meal. I'm like, well, why not? Just because you're over 12. I'm like, so? Just, sir, don't you know the rules? I'm like, no, I don't know the rules. What are the rules? And she says, after you turn 12, happiness is not allowed. I'm like, Applebaum, thank you guys so much.